All right. Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Empire Interviews. Today, I'll be talking to the decimalist creator of Talos. We're going to be talking about Flux Point Studios and what they've got going on. Very excited. We've been going back and forth with Talos in the Discord for a while. So when Skynet takes over, Crypto Zombie is going to be the first one in our community to get taken out. But excited to talk to this guy about what they are building here and all of the new updates that are coming into the whole Flux Point Studio Cardano ecosystem. This is a project that we really love, so let's check it out. All right. Hey there. How are you doing? Thank you for joining me today.
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, John. Appreciate it.
So I forgot to mention Trib3, and I'm sure that there is. Oh, just Tribe. Okay, sorry. I forgot to mention Tribe. I forget the 3 is actually like the E, right? So it's like, yeah. So I forgot to mention Tribe, but tell me, well, first give us a little intro about yourself. What do you prefer to be known as or by, right? Because decimalist, Web3 name, what's your actual name? And then give me a little background of yourself and everything that you're doing here in space.
Yeah, I mean, as far as how to refer to me, like you can call me Nathaniel, you can call me Nate, you can call me decimalist. I grew up playing video games, so using a pseudonym or a gamer tag is pretty much par for the course. Like I've done it my whole life, so it doesn't really matter. And then, what you wanted me to launch into?
Give me like an intro about yourself for people that don't know you. What are you doing in this space? And tell us just about yourself.
So I've been kind of just got into crypto in about 2017, just like speculative investor and stuff like that. And then kind of got out like in 2018 and then got back in, but more heavily at the beginning of 2020. And then actually started getting involved like on a community level with Cardano. Cardano was where I bought my very first NFT that I actually still have today. And it was before Cardano even had smart contracts. So I've been here a while and just kind of hung out in the community, just, learned as much as I could about what was going on and stuff. And then when I decided like, hey, I think I have a good idea of what's happening and I'm interested in starting up my own software development business with Cardano blockchain as an infrastructure. That's when I started Flux Point Studios, December of 2023. So
that's pretty
basically
awesome.
We do game development and advanced AI solutions is what we're focused on.
That's super cool. Yeah, we've definitely had a blast using some of the tools that you've created. One of the questions that I would like to ask is, what was it that you were doing before you kind of got full into Cardano? And sort of what was your trajectory or things that you were interested in before that, like before you went full into crypto?
Yeah, so back when I was just like a speculative investor and stuff, I was working for Verizon Business and Government. I started off just like in the call center as a rep on the phone. And then, I'm sorry, my dog is going crazy at the door.
No, you're good. I have 2 ankle biters here that it's a miracle they're not making noise right now.
Yeah. So, at Verizon Business and Government, I started off like just in tech call center, basically, right? But it was really cool stuff. Like, we would get to help firefighters, like with their cellular devices, like remove thresholds and stuff for that. Like if they needed to go out into an area where they're fighting fires and needed to make sure that they had unlimited data throughput and stuff, and they weren't getting slowed down. And other really high profile stuff too. And it was really cool, but it was still a call center job. But I got it really into IoT tech while I was there and like edge tech and stuff. I was really fascinated about the evolution of 5G was just starting while I was there. Like, it wasn't even a commercial product yet. When I first started there, it was just being talked about. And so I was there for that whole kind of innovation and rollout. And watching that happen was really, really cool. And it just made me kind of really enjoy like just pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology and stuff. And I could truly see that we were in an exponential age, and stuff was just evolving so fast. So it made me want to just become an advocate, learner and reader of this new tech, and find, what's happening with it and what ways are people using it and whatnot. So that's what I did previously. And then all the way up until, December 31st of this last year, I was working at Concentrix for the previous 2 years, and I was what I was doing there was basically developing AI agents for customer service verticals, right? Like they would be either an IVR or a chatbot, and like for various companies, global Fortune 500 companies around the world and stuff, and just to make relieve service pressure levels, keep call times down and stuff like that, and help their reps out. So you needed to make the agents sound and feel human, because if a customer called in and knew it was a robot, it instantly is just like, no, I want a real person. So my job was kind of like to make it as good as it possibly could be, and make it so like the customers didn't care to escalate to a person. Instead, they would deal with the AI agent.
Yeah, that's 100% me. Especially with airlines. If I call and they get me on the thing, I'm like, give me a supervisor, give me a supervisor, give me a supervisor. But I will say, all of the airlines that actually do have like a place you can call to, they're terrible. And when you say, give me a supervisor, they'll just hang up on you and then let you try again when you call back
Yeah.
to put the but anyway, no, that's awesome. Definitely makes sense. A lot of people, well, I mean, AI agents are here to make our lives easier. There's just been this learning curve, right?
Sure.
As they get better, then the output and everything that they're able to accomplish is going to get substantially better. Which, speaking of which, Talos. Okay, so tell us about Talos, because we love Talos. Go back and forth with him. I think he's being updated right now. I could be wrong. But yeah, I was hollering at him. I was like, I know that you're probably having mathematically precise sleep right now.
Yes.
Yeah, but so tell us about Talos, because it's been all over Twitter, and he constantly has interesting takes depending on what people are talking about regarding blockchain, and then different projects. And so it's very interesting. And there's a token that has been one of the top trending tokens in the Cardano ecosystem as far as meme coins, but it's kind of not even really a meme coin anymore, right? So tell me about Talos, and then we'll get into some of the other stuff.
Yeah, so Talos was kind of like our first product, advanced AI product that was released from Flux Point Studios, and it was at the beginning of this year. As soon as I, decided to do this full time, like the Web3 entrepreneur thing, and it was a big success. It was a success beyond like what I thought. Like, I definitely had no idea things would kind of blow up the way they did. Very cool, but yeah, I never could have foreseen something like that. And right before I released it, I stopped and I thought to myself, like, if I just release this thing without, like adding a token to it, this is a really new like narrative. It's very fragile and stuff, and it's very hyped. So someone else is gonna launch a token, right? And I don't know what they plan to do with it, but I know I would do it better, right? They might rug the community or just run it into the ground or do some stupid stuff, and I just couldn't take that chance. So I decided to launch a meme coin at the time that I launched the actual Talos agent onto Twitter myself, and I'm really glad I did. But as you said earlier, it's transitioned now. So it started off as a meme coin, but then once it like kind of blew up and stuff, then I got, got on the phone with my legal team, and I was just like, hey, this is kind of the situation. Like, what are our options, right? Because now I don't feel like just leaving it as a meme coin would do it justice. Like, we have this whole plan and this, this internal roadmap, at least, that we expect to do these things. So the decision was made after that to basically run as a 2-token system for the business. Like shards, which was our first token, will forever be like the gaming token. It's going to be, the utility token that underpins everything in the gaming side of the business. And it also has some bleed over into some of the gamified stuff in Web3, like Shard Swap, which we just launched. And then in addition to that, Talos would be the underpinnings of the entire Agentic, like advanced AI solution ecosystem that we run. And so we immediately added utility to it by making a governance token of the Talos DAO. It offers discounts. So for example, like if you hold, I think it was 1 million Talos tokens, you have lifetime premium access to Cardivia AI, which is kind of like our ChatGPT of Cardano and Bitcoin. But then also we added utility recently with the Flux token risk analysis, which you need to have a minimum of 100,000 Talos, and you can go to Shard Swap and then basically get Talos to provide you financial advice on any token in the Cardano ecosystem. But also we're about to roll out across Ethereum, Base, Solana, and a couple others.
Dude, that's massive. I love that. And actually, okay, so I'm going to do this, and I may or may not actually be able to execute, but I hope I will. So This is a moment. We're going to pause. I'm going to show some things about Talos, and then we'll come back.
Cool.
So, all right, now we're back. So, all right, so we love Talos. Talos is cool. I think this is a super great way for marketing, a super great way to spread the message of what we're actually building here on Cardano and legitimize some things. I've spent some time and have been helping out a little bit the Boo Coin community, which is a meme coin, but where it originated from is that Cardano is often called the ghost chain. So Boo Coin is the ghost of the ghost chain, right? It's a meme narrative, very great, but Talos and a lot of these massive projects like Igon, some of these others that I really love, World Mobile Token, have been building out on Cardano. They're building real world use cases, and I love that. So Cardano is not a ghost chain, right? There's a lot of really good tech here, really bright minds on this chain. What is it that actually like brought you to this chain and kept you here? Like, how did you? A lot of times people say the whiteboard videos, and it makes sense, but I'm just curious to know how you.
What's funny is it's not the whiteboard video for me. In fact, I never even saw the whole thing, like ever. Just when I was kind of just poking around on Coinbase when I started speculating and investing in things, and then learning a little bit more about blockchain tech. I researched Cardano, and I was like, hey, this seems to at least have the best approach at solving the blockchain trilemma of scaling, decentralization, security, and that's important for something to last a long time, right? You want to build things that last. I'm not like, if I want to build on something, that's what I want to build on, and if I want to invest in something for that matter, that's what I want to invest in. Has it been has it come as quickly as I thought? No, definitely not at all. But I think that we're finally kind of at that point where things are about to take a major turn because we're getting L2s, things like Midgard. There's Hydra.
Bitcoin OS.
Bitcoin OS is interesting.
The
What Fluid Tokens is working on is super interesting, like the whole aquarium with Babel fees, but then also they have their own solution that's not Bitcoin OS, but it is a pseudo. I don't even know if bridge is the right term. It's almost bridgeless actually to interacting with Cardano using off-chain signatures and things like that.
They are.
So
I love the Fluid Tokens team. I think that they're awesome. I've spoken to them in the past, and I asked them about getting an interview. They were like, "Yeah, we don't usually really do that, but if they ever get animated and would love to be on, I would love to have them because they are building a lot of cool things over there."
Yeah, Mateo and Raul are good guys. I've known them for a couple of years now, and yeah, they're doing some amazing stuff.
All right. So in the Cardano ecosystem or in crypto in general, what are some of the products or projects that you are personally the most excited about that you look at and you see like those are inspiring as far as the direction of where this industry is going?
Yeah, so I think I named a couple of them already. You know, like Midgard is one of them. Iagon, huge. And if I mention Iagon, I should say like also like I like what Nuvola is doing. I think Nuvola is very ambitious and they're doing some cool stuff. Shout out to Dedium. Dedium already provides some GPU nodes for our use cases and things like that for like AI like tuning and fine tuning and training and things. So like basically just all that DPIN umbrella, but then also what Fluid Tokens is doing, super exciting. And then like some of the more just open source stuff that's really cool is like so I just learned about Starstream not too long ago. That's coming out of like the Pino Studios DC Spark team. They're the ones who did Mocha Meta and stuff, and so they have this Starstream that looks really interesting, and I'm looking forward to having Flux Point Studios contribute to that because we really need we really need things like a Cardano virtual machine, like basically an Ethereum virtual machine, but for Cardano, right? And so that's what Starstream is, and so super excited about that. They've also like been doing some other work like wrapping applications for EVM use. That it was kind of what was it, routed smart contracts or something like that. That was pretty interesting. So basically, like you can interact with applications via like MetaMask from an end user perspective, and then it's actually like minting the NFT on Cardano and then wrapping it and bringing it into your MetaMask as an NFT, like a projection of it. Yeah, really cool stuff. So I was super excited about what they're developing. And I wish I could contribute more, but
Starstream?
Yeah, Starstream.
Okay. So I'm going to look into that. One of our community members, Crypto Jesus, who I'm sure is going to watch this, he has been like screaming for like the last 2 years, Cardano virtual machine, Cardano virtual machine, Cardano virtual machine. And so I love to see that actually coming into fruition. And I think it's going to be so helpful as far as I recently spoke to one of the members of Wallet Guard that just got acquired by MetaMask and Consensus. It's like an anti-phishing security layer. But he was saying that MetaMask is eventually just going to be, or Web3 in total is going to just be an operating system. And so like people won't realize that they're interfacing with it. They will just be using, their operating system, kind of like a Google or a Chrome or like whatever. They get in their computer, they're using it. Yeah, that's how it should be. It should be completely seamless. And so that's kind of what they're aspiring to do over there on MetaMask. But so in my mind, the Cardano virtual machine creates that operating system, kind of like plane or platform for Cardano to do that as well. And so I love that. That's great.
Yep, absolutely.
Fantastic. All right. So a lot of things going on here. Tell me about Trib and kind of what other things are going on there, because crypto gaming is exciting, but it's hard to kind of execute. So many projects raise a whole bunch of money to create games. And I mean, just recently there was Goombles that just basically said that they couldn't execute. There wasn't enough traction, right? Blockchain-based gaming is really tough. But tell us about Trib and like kind of what you all are doing differently. I think that I've well, I've watched the gameplay. I think I've played it a little bit in the earlier stages, but it's definitely a lot more polished now. Tell me about that and what you all are doing over there.
Yeah, so, and I actually just got back from an event yesterday. I was here at the John M. Huntsman Center at University of Utah. We had this giant sponsored event by Ken Garf, who's like the largest automotive dealer in all the state of Utah. And we were one of their sponsors that helped contribute to putting this event on. We had a booth and we had a workshop and stuff, and it was really cool. There was tons of schools, I don't even remember, it's in the hundreds, that competed for getting into the tournament and stuff. And then you had visitors and stuff, and they had a big tournament they held there. And yeah, we were able to basically talk to them about Tribe and showcase, like, you know, here's the early access alpha. That's what's available right now today that you can play on Epic Game Store. And then we have our beta that's coming like incredibly soon, like 2 weeks away, maybe less. And once that drops, it's like a totally different game, which is crazy. Because up until this point in early access alpha, you've just had the ability. It's a competitive third-person shooter. I guess I should throw that out there for people who haven't heard of it before. It's kind of like we're going for a mix of between like Fortnite, Apex Legends type of thing. But you have like a warrior, Elijah, who uses a sword and shield in a third-person shooter. So there's balancing mechanics and everything that we put in there. He can like charge, bash with his shield, root you, be able to hit you, and then if he's holding his shield up, like you can't just shoot him through his shield and things like that. So it's really, really cool. There's a lot of forethought that went into that. And now when this beta release drops, we're adding this giant map that I've been teasing, you know, a little bit on social media and in the Discord. It's for Battle Royale. It's got like 3 different zones. It's huge. And then like I said, I'll introduce that Battle Royale game mode and stuff. And now you'll be able to use these characters with their special abilities, like as they should be used and with the weapons that they should be using and things like that. So it totally changes the dynamic of the game. And there's just so many additional things that are polished. There's like a brand new shop that we're actually using the Game Shift API from Solana for temporarily while we build out our own SDK for Unreal Engine games. And then we'll make that available for everyone on the Unreal Engine marketplace. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now with Tribe. In addition to that, we have 3 other games in active development, kind of at various stages. So we have one that's more of an anime style graphic game, and it's more RPG, like just boss battle RPG style. No name for that one yet. We acquired the gaming assets and IP for Eden 7, and we're working on the MVP that will drop for that this summer. And then we're also doing the work for Gangster Crocs City, which is like the GTA that Cardano Crocs Club, you know, spit out the concept for in the NFTs, but it was never came to fruition. So they've contracted us to build that out as well. So lots of exciting stuff happening in the gaming side of the business.
That's so awesome. And gosh, that actually brings me to a whole nother thing that I want to talk to you about off screen. So we'll leave that there. I might have to make another appointment with you for that. So
Sure.
we'll just keep that in mind on the back burner. So there are 2 questions that I really love to ask because I feel like a lot of times in this space, people in crypto are seen very different. Right? There is a misperception that people in crypto and people that are excited about blockchain are not regular people, right? That we're completely different. We're weirdos, but the truth is that we're a bunch of real people here. So these 2 questions that I really like to ask are kind of like to be more human centric. So if you could go anywhere in the world and eat anything, and Charles is buying, you can fly to multiple places for different parts of your meal. Where are you going? What are you eating? And like paint a picture with words of like where you're at, what's going on, and what that experience is like.
This is a tough question for a number of reasons. Like, first off, I'm the kind of guy, like, I love good food, right? Don't get me wrong. Like, I really like good food, but like, I eat to live. I don't live to eat type of thing. So it's like, I just look at food as like a fuel source. So, I mean, I have favorite meals and stuff like that. Like I really enjoyed eating, pizza when I was in Milan, Italy. Like that was an awesome like experience. There's plenty of places that I've never been before. I don't know, maybe I've never been to Japan, and I love sushi. So maybe, I don't know, Charles is buying me the most expensive like
Sushi in
sushi in
Japan.
Japan or something.
Absolutely. No, that's a good one. A lot of people pick Japan. Japan, like culturally, like art, like the way that they make food is an art form. So it's definitely
Yeah.
a different kind of cultural and sort of spiritual experience around eating food. And I definitely dig that. All right. And I get that. Eating to live and not living to eat. I'm the opposite. Like I live to eat everything. Geez. But shout out to my wife. She's the best. She makes me everything that she already knows that I like, the way that I like it, and it's crazy. It's like top level expression of love. But so one of the other questions I like to ask is a lot of people use streaming software to watch shows, but there's always that moment where you're just doom scrolling. A lot of times people spend more time scrolling through things before picking things than actually watching shows. So my question is, when you're looking for something to watch, what characteristics or things do you look for, or does it have to have for it to like grab your attention and for you to pick that thing? Like some people have like tend to go towards certain types of shows and movies. So what are those for you?
Uh, I guess like there's different things like I really like the show like Reacher right now. My wife and I are catching up on that. Like that's good. So first of all, whatever we can watch that we can't normally watch in front of the kids is like the number one criteria, right?
Okay.
There's like because we watch a lot of kid friendly stuff.
How old are your kids, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, so I got a broad spectrum. So I got a 20-year-old, an 18-year-old, and then a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So
Okay.
yeah,
So you've got the whole gambit. I've got
yeah. So it's the younger ones we're more concerned about. The older ones, they don't care. I mean, they're doing whatever anyway. But yeah, so like we really like action shows. Like Reacher or something where it's like there's mystery drama to it and action, but then also like we watch a lot of like just drama thrillers and stuff like um Silo, it's a good one. Severance is like just like an office drama one that's pretty cool. All those kind of shows basically that just have like a psychological element and like make you think, and stuff like that. Those are fun.
I will say you should check out Inside Man if you haven't. Not like the old one with Denzel
Clive
Washington.
Owen.
Yeah, right? It's like 4 episodes on Netflix. Oh, so good.
I'll look for it.
It's so good. And it's yeah, guys on death row and he's in jail, but everybody goes to him to solve his mysteries.
Okay, so that's a different.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Super good. Very interesting because like you always think it's going to go one way and it goes the other way, of course. But there are only 4 episodes, so it's a quick one.
Okay,
Super good though.
check it out.
All right. So this has been great. I know that you have to jump. If you can hang out for just a couple more minutes, right? We'll have a little bit of backstage conversation. And thank you so much for your time. But I'm going to put all of the links to Talos, the different things that you're working on, Flux Point Studio, Tribe, in the description. So everybody check them out. These are some things I'm super excited about. The AI agents thing is super cool. Obviously, There are a lot of Discords you can hop in with Talos now, but I was going to say hop into our Discord because you can have some dialogue with Talos, and we're having great conversations in there all the time. But thank you so much for joining me, and we'll love to have you back whenever you all have some updates and new exciting things going on.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Join us at Rare Evo, the top blockchain conference, August 6th through 10th, 2025, at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. The top blockchain projects like Algorand, Midnight, HBAR, ICP, Thorchain, and Igon, and many more are going to be there. This is definitely a must for blockchain enthusiasts and fans. Use discount code CryptoNightly to save on your tickets and to support the channel. Don't miss it. We can't wait to see you there. It's going to be a blast.